Check. Check.
All the way. There we go. All right, our fourth game of the LHA Thanksgiving Tournament. Welcome back, Will Damrath. I'm Alan Waters.
Nice to see you, Alan.
Coming to you guys live from DU Magnus Arena. Beautiful facility.
Yep, built in 1642 before they had steel.
That's kind of scary.
No kidding. This is one of the beautiful arenas in town. It's one of my favorite places to catch a game. So pretty neat to end up here on Saturday afternoon, evening. And we've got on deck for you the Littleton Hawks U18 AA team. They're wearing all blacks tonight, trimmed out in the red. And you've got your very own Regis Raiders here wearing their whites, red helmets, red gloves, red breezers, trimmed out in the black and white.
Our LHA Raiders, who through the tournament have now played 3 games, we're 1-2. We got 4 goals for and 8 against. One of our nemesis there through the first few games is scoring. We just had a hard time getting them in against Team Wyoming, who we played twice and lost to twice. Team Wyoming has got 8 points through the tournament. They're 4-0, 15 goals for, 1 against. The Littleton 18 UAA team that we're up against here this afternoon, they have 3 games played. They're 2-1, 20 goals for, Will, and 4 against. So they got an offensive, certainly got offensive skill on their team. I mentioned our RJ Raiders were 1-2, 4 goals for, 8 against, and then Highland Hills 18 UAA program is 0-4, 2 goals for, 28 against.
Yep, our sponsor this evening is the Brenner family. Michelle and Scott Brenner sitting right down here in front of us with their son Pierce and daughter. Pierce is a Arapahoe Pee-wee. He's got a bigger brother on the Regis Raiders. And coincidentally, who's our featured player this evening?
It's going to be Parker Brenner, number 41, not so coincidentally. So we always like to play our roles. I did the heavy lifting already. Had to track these players down, get them on the phone, do our interview, lasted for 10, 15 minutes. They're great conversations, love having them. But had one with Parker Brenner on Thanksgiving Day. And you are going to play the role of Mr. Parker Brenner here.
All righty.
So we're going to start off, share a little bit about your youth hockey career, Parker.
I started my youth hockey career in Tampa, Florida with the Tampa Selects. Played there first year Pee-wee, then moved to Colorado and played at Evolution for a year before going to DU for Bantam. Joined the Regis Raiders this year as a freshman.
And we're glad he did. He's a skilled player. His time with both Evolution and then the Tampa Bay Select program, and now with the Raiders, he's going to bring, I think, that a little bit of that offensive touch that we look for. He's a freshman, so 4 very, very bright years ahead of him as far as contributing to our RJ program. Your favorite hockey memory?
Pond hockey in Keystone. I bet somebody growing up playing in Florida doesn't get a chance to do that. That's a fantastic pond hockey tournament. He said they lost in the semifinals, but it was a blast skating on the pond and hanging with my teammates.
I think I've now interviewed somewhere around 27, 28 different players, and it's not a surprise to hear probably now 4 or 5 of them have mentioned that their favorite hockey memory is playing on the pond up in Keystone. Question number 3 was a specific pregame routine or superstition. I love this one. Most of the kids come back and say, not really. He was very, very specific.
Yeah, oh yeah. Always tape my stick prior to a game and always put the right side of my gear on first. A little superstition. I love it. That's been around for years in hockey.
I asked him why the right side. I mean, what brought that on? And he said, a real good game. And that'll usually do it. Question number 4, favorite pastime?
Working out and playing basketball with my buddies.
Love it.
A little bit of cross training.
Anyone you want to say hi to on the broadcast tonight?
My Grandma Jennifer and Grandpa Richard in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hello, Grandma and Grandpa out there in Tennessee.
And Grandma Jennifer and Grandpa Richard are going to sponsor a game of their own here in the near future once we get our schedule set and get into the regular season. So thank you to them for that.
Very nice.
His current number is 41. His preferred number is
43, because 43 looks great on a jersey, Alan.
I asked him, you got to elaborate a little more than that. It's got to be more than just looking good on a jersey. So that's it, man.
Well, he's superstition, so you know 4 has to be followed up by 3 or vice versa.
And then your mentor in life.
My dad. He has an incredible work ethic, has taught me the value of working hard, super competitive, and an inspiration.
Great interview with Parker Brenner. And if you're going to follow that inspiration, we expect that out of you today, Parker. It's a big game, big work ethic. Let's bring it. We know we got it in you. Love to see a couple of goals out of you, kid. So what should we expect today for the game? Well,
man, I think Regis is going to be hungry here. Littleton's a very, very good team. They're going to present a big challenge. They're coached by Brian Tenek, who runs the Littleton program. This is his baby, and he loves coaching this age group. So he's going to be coming hard today. But Regis having a close game this morning. The score didn't show it at the end of the game, but ultimately they had a lot of pucks possession, moved it around. I'm sure Terry's telling them, get pucks on net.
Yeah, I think above and beyond pucks on net, just follow them to the net. Yeah, absolutely. The first 2 games, or the last 2 games against Wyoming, both resulted in 4-0 losses. But to be candid with you, I mean, especially in that last game, the first 2 periods, we really held the possession time. I think we played a strong game. It was just getting that finishing touch out front of the net that was the big challenge.
Yep.
And the game before that, likewise, I think the results really weren't indicative of what the effort or the product on the ice was. So if they bring that same game that we've seen out of the last 2, were, again, unfortunate losses, and then we won one against Wyoming before that, I think we stand a good chance.
Yep. Well, Tiny, Brian Tenek himself is a goaltender, so you know he's got a smart goalie in their net.
All right.
Parker Brenner taking the face-off. Eli Ash dumps that puck deep, and they go to work out there with Edison Barnes, Matthew Carter at the point with Teddy Armitage. D-to-D pass by Littleton. Turns, makes a breakout pass up the wing into the skates of the center, but he crosses the line. Turned over high at the slot, and the first shot is in, top right corner. Miller didn't have much of a chance on that one, Alan.
That was a nice break, and you see the all forwards. You got one dropping back. It actually looks like probably a D who's pinching, that 4th guy coming in. Gets the puck, a nice little drop pass, gets the puck in the high slot. High scoring opportunity or percentage from that position, and sinks it past Miller. Not a chance.
Well, you like to get the puck to the high guy in the middle of the ice there, and that's exactly what he did. I don't know if Ryan was screened at all, but dangerous shooting position. Face off up to the neutral zone. Loose puck. Eli Ash loses that. It comes back down here to Chase Patterson. He's going to go D-to-D. And I believe, is that Trent Schaefer out there?
It is.
Trent Schaefer playing D back in the lineup tonight.
Yep. He's paired up with Patterson on D.
Littleton moving through the neutral zone, comes in wide on the right-hand side. Quick shot on net, but smothered by Miller, and no whistle.
I mentioned that in the last broadcast, that these refs are patient. They're not going to have a quick whistle. There's no pressure on the goaltender. They're going to ask that goaltender to move the puck.
So I'm seeing it already, Alan. I don't know about you, but speed through the neutral zone, coming into the zone with 2-3 players at a time. That time they had 3, and the puck carrier went wide right to the net.
Yeah, driving the net, more importantly. That's going to be difficult to manage.
Face-off win up to the point, thrown back deep. That's Jake Crowell picking that puck up, trying to find a man. Littleton comes up with it, tries to chip it to the middle of the ice, but that's up and out.
Penalty coming. Camden Live with possession of the puck there. I don't think we'll see this on the replay, but contact without the Littleton player playing the puck first. Put Lai on his rear end, and 2 minutes before that infraction, we'll go to the power play. We got 15:43 left in the first period. 2 minutes or less on the power play.
Trent Schaefer on his off wing up at the point there. Had a hat trick a few games ago.
2 goals, if I remember correctly, coming from the power play, and they were both some outstanding one-timers on just a D-to-D pass coming across to him.
Yep, Chase Patterson behind his net. He's tied up, waiting for some support. Finally, Lorenzo's back there. He picks it up, looking for a man. Doesn't gain the zone. Puck gets turned over at the blue line. Trent Schaefer's there to pick that up, and he's going to regroup behind his net. And he makes a nice stretch pass through the zone all the way up to the blue line.
Beautiful pass.
Connor Ihaya is back down below to pick that up. Forecheck comes through. Camden Lai chasing behind the net. Littleton finally throws that up. Trent Schaefer picks it up. Nice saucer pass to his partner, Patterson, right back to him, and he's gaining the zone.
Got a man open. There you go.
Man open in front.
Barnesy.
Really nice looking pass. Barnesy in front of the net, just off his stick. Cycled back high. Littleton chips that up to the neutral zone. And Barnesy back to Brenner. Brenner's got some speed through the neutral zone. He's going to take that wide and try and set up.
Ash just trying to flip around to get a little better vantage point on the break-in. As he turned, both skates got on the offensive side of that zone and put him offside. So Parker bringing it in through that right side ended up offside.
Yeah, Regis looks like they're responding with their own speed coming through the neutral zone here. I like to see that. Face-off win. Back to Liam McDonald. He's going to take that wide and deep. Liam on his backhand gets it poked, but Regis is there to cycle it back down low with Brenner. Brenner gets it knocked off his stick, and there's a tie-up in the corner.
Nice physical play.
Brenner really nice on the tie-up there, but Littleton is able to get that puck out and down, and that's going to be an icing.
That's the way to do. Angle him off into the boards.
So Regis has got to watch that three-man forecheck and not having one guy at least on the defensive side of the puck. That time Parker did a good job to position himself back in front of the guy.
We remain on the power play here for 20 seconds. It's 14:03 in the first period.
Puck goes down in the corner, goes D to D. Kellen Skellerud tries to keep that in, but it pops out.
I tell you, a kid to watch for this season on that power play is going to be this Liam McDonald. He holds that point. He moves the puck really well. They cycled it on that left side, and they overloaded that left side. He was a real big part of that power play in this last game. Last few games, he's looked absolutely fantastic on the point on the power play.
Nolan Williams hit hard on the forecheck. Littleton comes to the right-hand side, tries to make a stretch pass, but that's off the stick of a player, waving the icing off. They center one through the middle, but nobody there. Turnover high in the new offensive zone at the blue line, but Pete Armitage gets that up and over.
A body to the boards there, a little uncomfortable.
Littleton bringing it through the neutral zone again, goes wide high, looks for a man cross ice just behind him. They go back up, cycle to the D.
Yep.
Man driving the net all the way in, drives around three guys. I think that caught everybody by surprise, Alan.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see a set play there, or a design play. That's probably part of their practice all the time. You got the puck carrier who brings it back to the point. All they do is scissor, right? So you got the D that's going to pinch in, try to catch everybody off guard, and that very guy that just scissored is going to play the point. I think you can expect to see a lot of that. Looks like their offense is going to pinch and be part of the offense, or their defense, I should say, is going to be part of the offensive scheme throughout the entire game.
Yep. Another quick breakout pass by Littleton. Turned over at the blue line. Connor Ihaya had a chance there, and then he got it poked, and it comes back around. Back behind the Littleton net. Drew Lorenzo posts up in front, mirrors the guy, and then turns up high. Connor Ihaya tries to get a stick on it, and Drew does, and puts it right on net for a quick shot.
Ihaya's had a good tournament, hasn't he, Will?
Yeah, yep. And he sniffed out that breakout. They reversed it D to D. Drew pushed him over there, and Connor was waiting on the half wall.
Been one of our stronger players throughout the 4 games.
Forced that puck to come right out to the middle to Drew for a quick shot. Oh, and Drake Woody goes down at the blue line. That's a 2-on-1 developing.
The blue line tripped him.
Quick shot. Nice stick by Matthew Carter.
Yeah, good job, Matthew.
The 2-on-1 turned into a 1-on-1, and Matthew Carter recognized it, got his stick in the lane real quick. So we've got, is that Gregory out there, Alan?
It is.
I believe it is.
He's back in the lineup this afternoon.
So breakout pass to Gregory. That's chipped off his stick by a Littleton player, pinching from the top. Littleton fires another one, but nice block by Chase Patterson to keep it in the corner. Jake Crowell behind, and Gregory gets his stick on that. But it's turned over at the blue line, and another quick shot deflected into the corner up high on the glass for a whistle.
Yeah, Gregory was a healthy scratch in the first game. We've done a good job rotating the players through the lineup, but missed yesterday, not feeling so well. Back in the lineup today. Good to have him back.
All right, so it looks like we got Skellerud taking the face-off here in the zone. Nolan Williams, Chase Patterson out there. Chase just decides to flip one up high into the neutral zone, and that's gloved by a Littleton player. And a Littleton player goes down. Nolan Williams right in front, almost a dangerous turnover there. Chase Patterson collects that puck. Throws it high on the glass. Littleton doing a good job of cycling, but not able to get it to the middle. Jake Crowell with an active stick in the corner. Pete Armitage is going to come down and collect that puck for a breakout, and he puts it onto Kellen's stick. Loses that, and that gets dumped back down while Littleton goes for a change. Kellen back behind his net. A little bit of pressure, but makes a nice pass to the opposite D. Jake Crowell gets that up.
Big hit. Ref looking right at the play there, too. Doesn't call it.
Yeah, so Kellen, not a normal defenseman, found himself in the corner behind the net and was able, with a lot of pressure, to get that over to Jake. But Jake
took a good hit.
Took a good hit when he received that pass.
And that's a tough call for the refs when you got your body facing the play, you got a player coming at you, you turn your back to it. Sometimes they won't call that, saying that you really you kind of
momentum is in the favor of the forechecker.
That's it. Well said. Thank you.
So Harry Sorensen up here on the left wing. Trent Schaefer.
That's what I love about you, Will. You finish my thoughts. We'll leave it at that.
Littleton doing a nice job of spreading the ice laterally to get puck movement. Ooh, and a nice hit by Trent. Nice clean hit. Knocked the player's glove off in the corner, and they're up and out of the zone.
So probably should be noted that Trent Schaefer filling in on D for our RJ Red team here today. And it's the second game. Last game he was on D, played the power play a lot. 3 goals. He's not traditionally a defenseman.
No, but that offensive spark has been really nice.
It's great to see it. I think he's been practicing with the team as a defender since the Chassa season started up here. But he's not traditionally on D. Done a great job.
Yep,
That's
and there
him
he
with
goes.
The puck right there.
Turns one over on Littleton at the top of the circle and feeds that quickly. Eli Ash is chasing. Littleton tries to turn that puck quickly in the neutral zone, but the forecheck of Eli Ash forces them to regroup. They're going to go, both teams are going to do a line change here, and finding a man wide open at the blue line, Littleton comes right in, but a nice angle by Ryan Miller to give him nothing to shoot at. Again, nice stick by Liam McDonald there with a driving forward. He gets that up to Pete Armitage, who dumps it down behind the Littleton net. Littleton tries to reverse, nobody home. And Nolan Williams is there first to put it back down, and he gets hit up high in the cage with an elbow, I believe.
So with 9 minutes on the clock left in the first period, it's 1-0 for the Hawks. The shots on goal at this point are 6-1 in favor of Littleton. Let's see if we can close that gap with a 2-minute penalty. 2-minute power play.
So Connor Ihaya is going to take the draw.
Got Patterson and Schaefer on the point.
Littleton gets that draw, and Holy cow, off of Schaefer's skate, bounces, 2-on-1 opportunity. Nice save by Ryan Miller. They turned that. It's always dangerous on the PK. And another turnover right in the slot. Littleton on the PK is controlling possession right now down here in the Regis end. And a couple quick dangerous chances. When you're on the power play and you guys are regrouping with that extra man, sometimes you tend to relax a little bit, and Littleton jumped on it with a couple of turnovers, Alan.
Yeah, I just said 6-1 were the shots in favor of Littleton. We were supposed to close that gap. It's now 8-1.
Yeah.
So let's reverse that trend right now.
A little miscommunication with Liam to Jake Crowell. Again, that power play breakout, they need to really play keep away till they get it up over the zone. And Littleton's just going to dump that deep.
We've got Brenner, Barnes, and Ash on the forward line with 1:10 left in the power play.
Finally, a nice clean breakout pass up to Brenner. Brenner gets hit hard, and
that's going to put us up 2 men.
Yep, that's going to be a 5-on-3 for a minute.
What a great opportunity. 5-on-3, 2-man advantage with 1:08 left on the first penalty.
Parker Brenner coming off a collarbone injury, gets hit hard on the glass. Good to see him get up quickly. And that's what moving your feet will do for you, entering the zone.
For sure.
Forces that D to make a play. So here we go.
Schaefer and Patterson on the point still.
Schaefer and Patterson, Barnes. And that puck just chips out, so they're going to have to regroup on the 5-on-3. Barnes swinging that through the neutral zone, comes up to Brenner. Brenner takes that and puts the brakes on, goes back to Ash.
Good play, set it up.
Ash up to Patterson, down to Brenner. Brenner's going to fire, and a good screen. He waited for the screen.
Oh, he had a look too.
Goalie hit it with his blocker, and Barnes is going to take that behind the net and get that back up high to Schaefer. Schaefer walks the middle, puts a low one just wide of the net. Parker Brenner's going to pick that puck up. Chase Patterson collects. He's harassed a little bit. Has to just fire that into the corner for Parker Brenner, but Brenner picks it up, and Brenner turns, goes back over to Schaefer. Quick low shot, blocker save, and the deflection comes to Littleton, and he's going to skate with it. Trent Schaefer tried to make a open ice hit.
He did.
And he got the guy's stick.
Yep.
Stick went flying. Player didn't get much of the hit, but
they say separate man from puck, but if you can separate man from stick, you do the same, I guess, right?
A little hard to score without your stick. So Barnes down the corner. Camden Lai battling down in the corner.
First penalty's over, Will.
First penalty's over, so we're 5-on-4 for 30 more seconds here. Liam McDonald makes a nice curl move. Feeds the puck to Camden Lai. He loses it in the neutral zone. Littleton's going to wheel again.
Offside.
A nice stick by Camden Lai to stop that rush. Littleton turnover in the neutral zone. And that's Teddy Armitage is going to go down into the corner. And there's a battle. Camden Lai picks it up, goes high to the point. Liam McDonald back down, but miscommunicates with Pete Armitage, who is scissoring the opposite direction. And that puck's going to come up and out. And I believe the penalty has expired. Shots are 3-8, Alan.
Yeah, what was the whistle for there, Will?
Not sure.
I don't know if that was a hand pass. They've stopped the play. Obviously, maybe a penalty being called. Undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
Perhaps that's part of the tournament rules at the 6-minute mark. Start over.
That should be an icing. So center ice faceoff was one to the Littleton team. He thought he had a guy breaking at the far blue, but the saucer pass through the neutral zone went all the way behind the net. So we're going to have a faceoff down here. Got Nolan Williams, Kellen Skellerud. I believe that's Pete Armitage out there. And Littleton comes up with that faceoff win. 2-on-2 coming through the neutral zone.
Carter and Woody on D.
Carter and Drake Woody on defense. So Littleton gains possession out here, tries to cycle. Comes back up high for a quick shot, and Ryan Miller gloves it.
With 5:31 left in the first period, shots are 9-3 in favor of Littleton.
Yeah, Littleton isn't wasting any time to move their feet and gain the zone.
Pace of the game's kind of slow to a little bit of a crawl here in the last few minutes. Like to see a little bit of that forecheck we saw against the Wyoming team in the last 2 games.
Yeah, and Littleton's D, it looks like they just don't waste much time. They get the puck behind the net and they move it quicker. So
yeah,
if you're not forechecking and spreading that forecheck out, you're going to be behind that breakout. So Regis has got a line change and a defensive zone face-off. Got Parker Brenner taking the draw. Jake Crowell is out there. He comes up with the face-off. Back over to Chase Patterson. He's looking up to the middle, deflected. That's going to go all the way down. The goalie for Littleton makes a nice play, but
we had Gregory get tackled there in the middle of the ice. It was incidental contact, but ended up in a little bit of a scrum right there at center.
Yeah, goalie, smart play on the goaltender, knowing that even if his pass is intercepted, it would result in a offside. So
yep.
He just made a risky pass with no risk. Jake Crow behind his net goes D to D just off the stick of his partner. Liam McDonald back up to Gregory.
Gonna call that an icing. Just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah.
And listen, that's part of the challenge when we're back to the USA hockey rules. During both the power plays and then with the offsides as well, but with the power plays, it's a whistle if you ice it, and no touch-up offside, so that slows the game down a little bit.
So we got a line change. We've got Camden Lai, Drew Lorenzo, and Connor Ihaya out there. Ihaya taking the draw, wins it into the corner. Chase Patterson goes back to Crowell. Crowell's going to turn looking for a winger, but he's pressured hard, and Littleton comes up with it in the corner. Littleton up to their D. That puck looked like it might have come out, but no.
That was close.
Jake Crowell getting harassed in his corner again. 2 guys. Littleton comes up with it again. But finally, Ihaya on the wall battling. That puck pops loose to the D, who fires it on net for an easy save and a face-off again. 4:12 left in the first. 1-0 Littleton.
Interesting acoustics when you get into this big of a rink, right? Without a lot of people in the stands, I got the headphones on and I can very clearly hear Coach Hott's message to the team on the ice. It's kind of like we're just sitting in the same room together.
What did he just say, Alan?
Not to be shared on the
broadcast. Battle on the near wall here. Littleton doing a good job of tying up the D in the corner. Cycles behind the net. He's looking to a high man, but has to come back down to the same corner from whence he came. And Regis is going to chip that puck up and out. Battle in the neutral zone. Liam McDonald steps up, and Regis is going to go for a line change while Littleton regroups behind their net. Littleton looking for that stretch pass through the neutral zone again, but
picked off by Armitage.
Yeah, Pete Armitage sniffed that out immediately. Teddy Armitage backhands that up onto the wall, and Nolan Williams and Pete Armitage forechecking. Littleton, not much time, makes a nice breakout pass, but Nolan sniffs that out at the blue line, and that puck's bouncing all over the place here on the wall. Finally, Regis gets some zone.
That's high.
Pete Armitage gets hit hard coming across the blue line up high.
He's a tough kid, that Armitage, but you got an elbow up high to the chin. We'll see if this is a 2 and 10. We'll see what the ref calls.
Here's the replay.
Yes, that's a defenseless player there.
He ignored the puck for about 10 feet. Just as I was saying, Pete Regis finally came up with it and gained the zone.
Yep.
Pete about got his head taken off. And there's going to be another 2-minute power play for the Raiders. Parker Brenner, faceoff goes into the corner up to Barnes. Barnes Playing give and go with Parker. Parker up high to Patterson. Patterson back to Parker. He loses control. And Littleton ends up with that. Coming wide with speed again on the penalty kill. Is able to get a backhander off, but off the side of the net. So Regis regroups. And Chase is going to
find that wide
skate
man.
with that. Finds Schaefer on the opposite side. Nice zone entry, nice patience. Schaefer back down low to Barnes. Eli Ash to pick that up, and he's going to hand that off to Brenner. Brenner looking high to Patterson. Patterson goes down low to Barnes. Barnes to Brenner, back to Barnes. He's looking up front, back to Brenner. Brenner's going to fire one, and that's into the shin pads. He had the right idea, maybe a screen, but tough to get a shot through 2 shin pads. So that puck's down, and there's a breakaway for Littleton. Bad bounce off the net. And Ryan didn't have much of a chance. He was coming from left to right. Slid across and just a low backhander into the back of the net.
Yeah, to your point, just a bad bounce. You got the Littleton player coming through the neutral zone full speed, picks it up.
Yeah, all the Regis players set up for the power play were looking down the ice, a little flat-footed, and one Littleton guy was breaking up the ice, and the bounce put it right on his stick.
Nice little play, getting the goaltender to move post to post, and sunk it in for a 2-0 lead for Littleton with 1:30 to go in the first period. 45 seconds left on the power play.
So Regis back behind their net here. Over to Matthew Carter. He gains the red line, takes it wide on the left-hand side. Puck goes down in the corner. Camden Lai digging it out. Can't yet. Lorenzo and Lai battling in the corner. Still battling. Lorenzo comes up with it, goes high to Matthew Carter. Matthew Carter looking back down low to Barnes. Barnes hands that off to Lorenzo. Lorenzo's going to turn, hand it back off to Barnes, who's wheeling around the net. He reverses play back to Lai, behind the net, up to Lorenzo. Over to Matthew Carter, back to Lorenzo.
We get the puck to the net. We got Ihaya sitting out front.
Up to Matthew Carter, and he finally fires a shot, but that's far wide of the net, and Littleton's going to pick that up, go to the middle, and a breakaway pass right up the middle of the ice again.
Beautiful save by Miller.
23 seconds left. Ryan Miller bails him out. Littleton really wheeling on the outside to try and create some pressure down here. And they get another couple whacks at it. Ryan Miller with a great save with 5 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the first.
Well, shots aren't always indicative of the play. In this case, they probably were. And the 14 shots that Littleton had, sincerely, probably about 7 or 8 of them were high-quality scoring chances. Miller was absolutely exceptional through that first period.
Yep.
Ends up with a 2-0 lead for Littleton.
Yeah, unfortunate, we talk about the power play and getting it set up and having possession and how important that is, but you tend to relax.
We do, yeah.
And play, pitch and catch down in the corner, and what you really needed in that particular sequence, down 2-0 late in the first period, is to get a few pucks on net, and I think we only got one shot. I don't even know if it was a shot on net. It was wide right.
Well, we got a total of three shots in the period. We had a 2-man advantage. We had, I think, altogether 4 power plays, if you include those that 2-man advantage, and we were a -1 on the power play, with a shorty being given up. But to your point, with only 3 shots on net in the period, when you've got that net presence and you got a big body in the Ihaya out front of the net, the pitch and catch isn't going to work. You got to find a way to find a lane and just get the puck to the net. Doesn't have to be a hard shot. It doesn't even have to be the most accurate shot. Just has to be on net or near the net.
Yeah, and conversely, when Littleton gets zone entry down here in possession, they're moving their feet, and half the shots from Littleton were from a guy driving from the outside in and taking a shot. So Coach Ott talking to his squad here. Maybe he's
a few adjustments. Maybe shared what some of the things we just shared with you guys at home.
I'll text him my thoughts here, Alan, and we'll see if we can make this 2-2.
I think Coach has got it covered.
Well, nevertheless, beautiful arena, great place to play. Littleton's a great program and a good opponent, so looking forward to a little more energy in the second from the Regis Raiders, but Littleton's not going to let up, I'm guessing.
Worthy of noting for those that might not know at home as well, this is an 18U program. So Littleton has got a group of kids that are 18, 17. I don't know if they go as young as 16 and change, or
they
have
do a
year.
single birth year for 15s and 16s, and then the 17 and 18-year-olds are on the 18U team.
So everybody on this roster is 17 or 18 years old. Our program, we're a high school program, so at the end of the day, we have a group of kids that are as young as 15 on this group.
Right. And it makes a difference. It makes a difference with the size and the strength of the kids, and so really good to play this type of competition with these older kids.
It's a challenge, and it's certainly going to make us a better team throughout the Chassa season.
Kellen Skellerud makes a nice play, tries to headman that to Pete Armitage, but just off his stick, and Littleton's coming back through. Nice play by Liam McDonald to break that zone entry up. Kellen Skellerud hard on the forecheck, and Littleton evades that, and he's going to walk past three guys into the zone wide. Nice block, but a rebound that just comes off the left pad of Ryan Miller and back into the corner. Kellen headmans that puck to Pete this time. Pete gets it over the line, and he's going to bring that wide and deep. Harry Sorensen on the forecheck. And again, the Littleton D steps up quickly, having no one, turns back. Backhands that to the neutral zone. And Jake Crowell is there to pick that up and bring it back over the zone. Littleton regrouping D to D, looking across ice. He's got a man open and just off his stick. That would have been another breakaway, Alan. You could see that play developing.
He actually had two guys that would have each one of them had an opportunity for a breakaway.
Yep.
The pass, that stretch pass, was just a little bit too far for each one of them to reach it. It works out to our benefit. It's an icing. We're going back to the O-zone.
Yeah, and just, now I'm just really impressed with the speed and the vision of the D on Littleton is creating a lot of those stretch plays. So face-off win back to the corner, around to the D. Late to the forecheck is Parker, and they gain the blue line, turned over in the neutral zone. In the skates, Matthew Carter comes up with that and puts it up and out.
Get on him, Parker.
Littleton D again backs up, makes a stretch pass. They dump that deep and get there first. Matthew Carter back behind the net, but Littleton maintains control. Finally, they cycle it down low, and Teddy Armitage picks that up and gains the zone, but it's thrown right back down to Matthew Carter. Matthew Carter hit hard behind the net. Parker Brenner's there to pick that puck up, and he tries to make a breakout pass, intercepted and recycled again back down to the other corner. Matthew Carter's not going to get there first. He's able to tie the man up. Edison Barnes helping out down below. Puck comes right out in front. Trent Schaefer Liam McDonald makes a nice pass over to Parker. Parker brings it back to Teddy. Teddy comes through the zone, gets tripped up.
It's going to result in a penalty.
That's going to be a penalty. So after a real challenge getting control of the puck down in the Regis end, they make a nice neutral zone couple passes, Alan. And Teddy with some speed coming through the neutral zone.
I love watching Teddy come from end to end, rushes like that. He's a smooth skater, handles the puck really well. I'd like to see more of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, good things happen when you move your feet. So we got Connor Ihaya taking the draw. Camden Lai on right wing. That draw comes up and out.
That was Littleton winning it forward on purpose there.
Patterson's going to come back and go over to Schaefer. Schaefer back to Patterson. Trent looked like he forgot he was playing defense again for a second there. And
well, that's what happens when you play offense for 11, 12 years, and then they say, "Hey, you're a defender today."
The two forwards swung low for the power play breakout, and Trent went high. Camden Lai picking that up on the side. He goes give and go, and that's a nice chance. Really good play between Patterson and Lai on the give and go. Liam McDonald, I believe, That was Drew Lorenzo sitting up at the blue line. Puck came out and he soccer kicked it. He's a soccer player, Alan.
Pretty good one at that, too.
Yeah.
Hey, joking aside, I mean, I'm not kidding. You got Schaefer out there. He really has played forward for the better part of his entire life. And to go out there and play what is now his second game on defense, I don't blame him for forgetting where he's supposed to be.
Not at all.
And what he's supposed to do.
I say that in the best of terms.
I've seen a lot of defensemen that don't know what to do and where to be, who have been defensemen forever.
Regis, Kane zone, Parker Brenner getting harassed in the neutral zone. Littleton's able to collect that. Really nice puck protection by Littleton up through the top of his zone, and this guy's a bowling ball, number 15 by Littleton. Had the puck, made a few hits, and kept the puck.
Yeah, Parker down on the ice here in the near boards. Just slow to get up. He's going to be fine. Shakes it off.
So we've got 46 seconds.
We'll keep a close eye on Parker.
Yeah, he's holding his arm, but
he's uncomfortable.
Hopefully he's all right.
All right, back to action here. Like I said, we'll keep a close eye on Parker, see how he's doing. 13-11 to go in the second period.
Power play draw, won by Lorenzo. He's going to drop that back to McDonald. McDonald tries to chip that deep. It's knocked down at the blue line. Nice move right there by Edison Barnes to get that to Lorenzo up high to Liam McDonald. Liam McDonald puts a shot on net just off the stick of Camden Lai, and it goes wide behind. Connor Ihaya and Camden Lai battling for it, but Littleton evades it somehow and throws that puck all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call with 16 seconds left in the penalty. Incredible individual effort by the Littleton defenseman. He was getting harassed by both Camden Lai and Connor Ihaya, and evaded it and carried that puck all the way to the top of his own circle.
Strong skater. Strong on the puck.
Kellen Skellerud on the draw here. Throws it to the corner. Pete Armitage chasing.
He's out there with Williams.
Nolan Williams. This is that good forecheck we saw earlier. Littleton has no options. Throws it high up the glass, but they did have an option. It was on the far blue line.
They're shorthanded. They know that if they're getting possession, they're still sending that weak side winger all the way down to the far blue line. They're forcing our D to back up. Disrupts the power play, no doubt.
Yeah, just sort of daring us to
pinch.
And you hope the boys can recognize that when it happens. Because if they don't make that play, they're in trouble down here in their end.
I might start lobbying for the two-line offside again.
Matthew Carter rims it wide, and Nolan Williams gets that puck recycled. Matthew Carter back to D.
We're back to full strength.
Matthew Carter steps on the puck but maintains his balance, and Littleton picks it up behind the net. He's going to center that into the skates of his player. And Littleton, nice saucer pass, high cycle, shot wide of the net. Nolan Williams tries to get that breakout pass, but it's turned over again, and Littleton skating with the puck, tries to center one. Good stick by Kellen Skellerud to break that shot up. Another quick shot from the point. So again, Littleton having their way with possession down here.
Yeah, we're watching the play a little bit, and when you get out there for about 30, 40 seconds, your legs turn to cement, and you got Littleton moving the puck pretty quickly. That is a tough one to put pressure on them. They just kept it to the perimeter, waited for a good shot on net, good opportunity, and moved it towards the net.
So back to even strength, 11:07 left in the second, 0-2 Littleton. Puck comes high to the Littleton defenseman. D to D, quick shot. Another easy save. Those shots from the point haven't been as dangerous because
not a lot of traffic out front.
Yeah, the D are doing a good job of boxing out down low here.
I think Miller's got the right idea. As long as we're trapped in our own zone, just put a stoppage in play, get a little bit of a rest. Line change if needed.
Eli Ash, that face-off goes up to the top of the circle, shot wide of the net. Littleton trying to cycle again, but Ash comes up with it and goes up to Gregory, who takes it wide into the zone, and Ash picks that puck up and puts it deep. Littleton having some space, gains the zone dangerously, but they're going to take that wide on the right-hand side, and he looks to the middle, shot wide of the net. Littleton's going to collect that at the top, put another quick shot on net, but again, nobody in front.
So 10:23 in the middle frame. The shots on goal are now 18-5. But to your point, kind of different from the first period. A lot of these shots in the second period are from the outside, not dangerous shots, shots that Miller's going to stop all the time.
Yeah, and for a number of reasons, as a goaltender, you want to freeze that and just get
Yep.
the face off. Let your team reset, let the coach make a line change if necessary, and it really helps out your team when they're under pressure in their end.
Comes Lorenzo through the middle.
Lorenzo throws that one backhand on the net, comes up to Camden Lai in the corner. Camden turns, looks for somebody in front, just poked off his stick, but he's still on it. Drew Lorenzo tries to go to Ihaya, back to the net.
There
Drew Lorenzo with a quick shot and a rebound. Ihaya was right there on the doorstep. Camden Lai picks that up behind the net. Tries to center that. Goalie makes a good block, and another shot by Lorenzo. Camden Lai sends that through the goal crease, but nobody there. Drew Lorenzo on the wall with a tie-up. And Camden Lai can't keep that in the zone, so that's going to be an offsides. Nice sequence there. That's what we're wanting to see. Goaltender made a really nice defensive play on that centering pass.
Who do we got coming out here? I'm trying to see if Parker's still on the bench or if he's gone to the locker room. I don't see him coming back out on the ice. His dad's here in front of me. I'm going to check in with him in a minute. You call the play-by-play. I'm going to check in with him to see if he's got a update.
Face-off comes back to the Littleton defenseman, goes D to D. Pressure up in the neutral zone. Littleton looking for that stretch through the middle again, and they do. But that gets taken off. There's an elbow, no call. Kellen Skelleru got ear-holed by an elbow away from the play, and I don't think the ref saw it. But he kept skating. He's a tough kid.
And it does not look like Parker's on the bench right now, so he's gone to the locker room.
Yeah, that's too bad. You hate to see that. Pretty physical game.
It's been a very physical game, and I think that last one wasn't a missed call. I don't think the ref saw it at all.
Yeah.
When I looked down, he was looking a different direction.
Yeah, I think that's right. Face-off win back to Teddy Armitage, over to Jake Crowell. Jake Crowell looking through the middle. Fires one to Harry, but doesn't get his stick on it, so that's going to be an icing.
9 minutes even left in the middle frame. 18-8 the shots on goal.
Gaining a little ground, maybe.
Yeah, that last shift by Lorenzo, great effort and lie out there.
Yeah, they really
Good
did
energy.
have control, had it behind the net, kind of a page out of the Littleton playbook there for a few seconds. Oh, and a dangerous rebound in front. Ryan Miller making a nice save. Little give and go for Littleton. Quick shot blocker save. Eli Ash comes up with that up to Harry Sorensen, but that's chipped up and out. Crowell puts that back deep. Littleton D getting harassed in the corner by Harry. Edison Barnes there on the wall. Gloves that puck. Puts it down in his skates. Harry trying to get a blade on it.
Go help him.
Puck's still loose. Puck's in Harry's skates. Barnes back in there. Finally, it comes out to
Ihaya.
Regis, and Ihaya with a nifty toe drag move and a quick shot.
Ihaya sitting back patiently while they got the 2-on-2 on the sideboards there. Regis wins puck possession, drops it back to Ihaya. Ihaya steps in a little toe drag, and gorgeous shot on net.
He just waited on the defensive side of the puck, which is right where you want to be.
Mr. Ihaya, next time on that shot, just hit the mesh, would you?
Face-off win by Littleton. Looking for the stretch again, all the way up at the far
Offside.
blue, but Drake Woody saw it the whole way.
19 for Littleton was just a little impatient. That puck wasn't coming fast enough. He stepped over the blue line.
Good heads-up awareness by Drake there.
Yep.
He was gapped up on a man who the puck was 150 feet from him, and Drake knew he needed to gap up on him because the puck was coming. Face-off goes into the corner. Camden Lai harassing the D. Good job by Camden to force the puck to go back down, and another stretch pass up through the middle.
Oh, that's not icing.
I have no idea. That should have been an icing. Nobody touched it. Up through the middle, all the way behind the net, and two Littleton guys were behind the net first and gained possession.
I understand that if there's no intent to and you have the opportunity to touch it, but you're not trying, you're going to call that icing off.
Littleton, a scramble in front, but a lot of bodies, can't get a shot through. Moves it cross ice to the D, and a screen, and a really nice save by Ryan Miller. He was screened all the way on that. As soon as the guy cleared, he had his glove up. I think the puck hit his glove. I'm not sure he knew that's.
Yeah, good job, Ryan, there. Peeking around the screen, making sure he got his glove on it. But to my point, what I was calling out earlier on that icing, the Raiders player clearly attempted to reach the puck, couldn't do so. They wave off the icing nonetheless. I've seen a lot of that through this tournament.
Yep. Quick shot off the draw, right in the breadbasket. Ryan Miller. Quick smother, and we'll have another face-off here. So Kellen taking the draw. Trent Schaefer in the corner. Poked up again to the Littleton player again. Strong stick and a forehand shot high of the glass. Littleton setting up behind the net for a quick one-time.
It's underneath.
Miller doesn't know where it is, and he lies back. Waits for the whistle.
We're going to see a full sail line change here. We looked a little lost on those last two draws.
So
out of position a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of leaving Ryan Miller hanging.
Faceoff went right to the top of the circle. There were 4 Regis players and 1 Littleton player. One Littleton player got it on his stick.
Yeah.
You hate to see not having stronger sticks right in that dangerous position on the ice.
I think it was Ash that just went back and tapped Miller on the helmet and said, keep up the good work, buddy.
Yeah, once in a while you need some help from your goaltender for sure. Puck goes up high off the glass into the corner. Littleton held up by Ash. Skellerit on the wall evades a really high, hard hit by Littleton. And there's a battle on the wall again. Eli Ash comes up with it. He tries to take that wide and gets pinched in the neutral zone. Finally, that puck's deep. Edison Barnes behind the net to forecheck. Another nice move by the Littleton D, showing some good patience. All he can do is rim it up. And they get that puck up and out. Connor Ihaya gets hit hard on the boards. And Littleton zone entry wide on the left side. Jake Crowell loses his stick. And a backhand shot. Ryan Miller stops that puck. Camden Lai almost gets the loose puck at the blue line, but
he could have picked that up. He's got wheels. He would have been home free.
Littleton dumps that deep and goes for a whole line change. Liam McDonald regrouping behind his net.
Nice.
Trent Schaefer up to Lai. Nice breakout to Connor Ihaya. He gets sticked from behind, and that's going to be a penalty. He gets hooked as he's coming. One of the few zone entry chances was kind of a 2-on-1 developing, and Connor got hooked from behind. Ref saw it all the way.
Very similar to the penalty called against Littleton earlier in the game, which is just, again, good speed coming across the blue line. It was Armitage last time. That kept his feet moving, ended up getting a tripping call against Littleton, and same thing for Ihaya on that one. Kept his feet moving, good speed.
So Armitage, Carter on the point. Ihaya to take the draw, and that draw comes all the way up in the neutral zone. There's a race through the neutral zone. Littleton comes up with it first. Nifty move. Teddy makes a great stick play, but a turnover at the top of the circle. Feeds it through. Matthew Carter stays at home. And Regis gets possession of that. Matthew Carter.
Well, that's a set play on the defensive zone face-off. You got the left-handed Littleton player who's winning it forward to the right boards, and they're sending their right winger on the face-off to see if they can't beat our D for a breakout coming on the PK.
Yep. Nice play when you draw it up and it comes together. Puck pops out in front. Littleton gets that puck, and he's going to regroup back with some pressure from Camden. Hands it off to his D partner. Regis changes. Camden's going to come off now. Looking for that stretch again, and that's going to be an icing.
Nope.
Nope, wave it off. So I'd be sending a guy to the far blue if they were waving off icings as well, Alan.
Yeah, that one, he was saying that, I think he was saying that our defender again had a chance to play that puck and opted not to.
So Edison Barnes and Eli Ash battling behind the net.
3 guys down deep against 1.
Williams hands it off to Ash. Ash is going to go to the point. Patterson hands that down, but nobody home, and a saucer pass just off the stick of the Littleton player. That's going to come all the way back down.
4:07 left in the second period. 2-0 deficit on the power play for another 22 seconds.
So that was some good rotation. Patterson just got caught up in his skates. So if he were able to move that puck, they would have
set plays in place here. You got the right-hander taking the face-off. See if he tries to win it forward.
No, nope, it's time back. Goes D to D. And they're going to call that icing if Seth gets after it, and he does.
Seth being his father.
Excuse me.
It's all tight.
I know Chase's dad well, and apologies, Chase.
It's a small hockey community, isn't it, Will?
Yep.
You probably played a few games with his dad.
I played a little pond hockey with his dad.
Okay.
Great guy. Face-off win back to Littleton. High puck intercepted by Schaefer in the neutral zone, but gloved down by Littleton. Good defensive effort by Patterson. Littleton's going to bring that all the way up and out.
Patient play.
Didn't like what he saw. Littleton's defense steps up, gains the zone. There's a battle on the wall. Gregory finally gets his stick on that, up and out. Littleton player skating around 3 guys, puts that right in front to his teammate. Miller with another beautiful save.
Gorgeous.
D to D, nice block by Pete from the shot on the point. And Patterson gets tied up with a player. Trent Schaefer has had enough, and he gets that puck, and he's going to skate the line, put that up to Ash. But Littleton again steps up, and there's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 developing. Beautiful pass. And
Miller had it too. Just a knuckleball, a little floater up around his glove. Just couldn't get possession of it. It rolls in off the back of his arm. There you see on the replay.
Oh.
Literally rolls off his back into the net.
Heartbreaker. It was a beautiful pass, beautiful shot. Miller got a piece of it, and it just dribbled down in the back of the net.
And with what I believe now is his 27th shot on net. Keep your chin up there, Ryan. You're doing a great job. You're holding us in. 27 to 9 shots on goal. 3-0 lead for Littleton. 2:46 left in the second period.
Face-off win back in the neutral zone. Littleton's going to skate around 2 guys right to the net again. Ryan Miller, great job keeping his composure and deflecting that into the corner. Littleton has to regroup. So Littleton D, even with a player posted up on his player in the neutral zone, opts to fire that up, and they gain possession of the zone. Cycles back down low. Liam McDonald there to poke that puck into the corner, but back to a Littleton player. He's going to go up to the D. Quick shot deflected off the shin pads.
Good battle out front with Woody, boxing his player out.
Really nice job there. Liam McDonald gets knocked down in the corner. Littleton comes up with it, looking high. Good stick by Camden Lai to pop that up and out. Camden Lai with his wheels beats the guy to the puck. And Liam McDonald is able to put that back deep with Harry Sorensen chasing. Littleton goes D to D. This time they keep a guy low, and that puck is gonna be an icing.
Woody, after what was about a 30-second battle out front, absolutely exhausted, finding his way back to the bench for a line change. Love that fight, love that spirit. A minute 22 to go in the period. But no give up in that kid whatsoever. Clearing the lane, letting Ryan see any shots coming his way.
Camden Lai saw the D down here relax for a second. He just put the jets on and met him in their zone, keep that puck down, and able to get Coach Ott to get a line change. So a nice step up in the neutral zone, but Littleton comes across with the loose puck. Teddy Armitage battling in the corner. Keeps that from being a dangerous chance. And Littleton, all they can do is keep it on the outside. Finally handing off to Drake Woody, who gets hit hard behind the net.
That's Carter there.
Excuse me, and Matthew Carter took a hard hit behind the net. Fires it down. That's actually a shot on net.
We'll take it. 38 seconds left in the period.
Teddy Armitage tries to step up on the stretch pass. Heartbreaker.
The 5-0. I tell you what was deceptive about that shot was Miller was getting queued up here for what was going to be a laser beam of a shot here. And I think he actually fans on it.
Yep.
And sends it in unexpectedly, a little slower than what Miller was probably expecting it. And I promise you that threw him off there.
That's exactly what happened.
So with 30 seconds left in the second period, 4-0 lead for Littleton. I don't think we're going to see a Zam break between the second and third.
Yeah, looking back at the replay, that shot definitely did not go where Ryan was expecting it to go. He mishit it. And
it was a changeup.
Yep.
If you played baseball before.
Another stretch pass. But Patterson is there to keep the guy behind the net. Patterson, a nice job of sending that guy wide. D-to-D, quick shot wide of the net. Pete tries to get there, but Littleton pinches on the wall, goes up to their D, and time expires before they get another shot. So shot total, Allen?
27-10 in favor of Littleton. And again, that fourth goal, just a little unfortunate one with the changeup heading Miller's way. Well, 100% of the shots I've taken in hockey have been changeups, by the way. And none of them find their way to the back of the net. So after two periods, 4-0 deficit, 27-10 as I indicated. Unfortunately, we have not seen Parker back on the ice. He's our featured player of the game, and he's a heck of an offensive talent, a freshman on our RJ Raiders. He's just coming off of what was an extensive injury. His shoulder?
Collarbone.
Collarbone.
Clavicle. But, yeah, hopefully he's all right. But
hopefully it's precautionary and just making sure that they're tending to him. We'll find out here perhaps after the game, but we wish the best to Parker. Hopefully you're okay, buddy. So 17 minutes left in the contest. Again, and I'd be remiss if we didn't mention, and you can see it with this Littleton program more so than what we did with Highland Hills and even Team Wyoming. The age difference makes a big difference, right?
You can just see in their confidence, their posture on the ice. Once they started moving their feet and were able to gain some confidence, their game has actually picked up even.
Yeah.
Ryan Miller's doing a great job this evening.
Yeah, put that in perspective again. So we've got players who have just turned 15 in this program, and we got the entire lineup up against 17 and 18-year-olds, and that maturity, that development means a lot. And for us to be contending in the game, down 4 goals, but doing a good job of keeping this thing relatively even, it's going to make us a better and a stronger program in the long run.
Yep.
Get into some of these JV games, we're going to rock it.
Yep. Yep, you're not going to see that kind of size and speed from a lot of the Shasta JV teams. So face-off win back into the neutral zone. Drew Lorenzo putting a hard forecheck on. Littleton tries to chip that high off the glass, and that's up and out for a face-off here at the blue line.
With a 4-0 lead for Littleton, it's going to be run clock here in the third period.
Love to see the intensity from Drew here, down 4 goals in the third. He's still battling really hard.
Well, none of the players are going to give up, I don't think. Listen, there is no defeat in these guys, and we are a third period team. We tend to bring our highest level of skill, our best efforts in the third periods. So we got it in us.
Another hard
offside.
forecheck, or hard back check, I should say, by Camden there to force the offsides and a face-off. This line with Ihaya, Lorenzo, and Lai really showing a lot of speed.
There you go.
Chip puck. Littleton comes up with it, and that's a 2-on-2 developing. Good step up by Kral at the top of the circle there, forces the puck down deep. Littleton player behind the net has nowhere to go with it. And a handoff to Jake Kral. Jake Kral tries to get that up and out, but stopped by the Littleton D. Back over to Patterson. Patterson wisely hangs on to that, goes back to Kral. Kral just off the shaft of the stick for the Littleton player, and that comes up to Littleton's point man, who takes a shot. Miller deflects it in the corner to Camden Lai. Back across. They've got a guy set up on the dot here, looking to the middle, but nobody there except for Camden Lai, who's met with 2 Littleton players. They're going to go back up high to the D. Good job keeping it to the outside here. Good step up by Lorenzo to cause a wide shot.
Yeah, we're about a minute deep into the shift here. There's some tired legs out there looking for a line change. Littleton's actually cycling through their line while they have offensive zone possession.
Yep, just keeping control of it. Not a good scoring opportunity yet, but a lot of possession time right here. Almost loses it at the blue line, is able to dump it back deep into the corner. Jake Kral battling behind. He gets some help from Ihaya. That puck comes out to the top of the circle. Littleton fires another one just wide of the net, goes behind. Miller got a little lost there, and finally Camden gets control, chips that down, and they're going to do a full sail line change with some tired legs.
2 quick passes starting from their goaltender up the wing, trying to take advantage of the line change.
Hard hit on Liam McDonald in the corner, and that puck comes back down, I believe, to Patterson, and gets that up and out. Edison Barnes loses it at the blue line, but Liam McDonald gets that up and out.
Got to imagine Chase is ready for a line change here. He's been out there for a while. Go get a rest, Chase. We'll see you back on the ice in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes maybe.
So Drake Woody comes out to spell him with Liam McDonald. We've got Eli Ash. I believe Alex Gregory's out there, and Nolan or Edison Barnes.
Yeah, Woody and McDonald on D.
Edison Barnes putting on a forecheck. Guy walks around him with speed. He's coming up through the neutral zone wide. Gregory tries to get him. Liam McDonald finally veers him to the corner, but they still get a shot wide of the net. Littleton with a quick shot to the net, but Liam McDonald gets that. And they're up and out. Alex Gregory taking that puck wide into the zone. He rims that puck around, but nobody's there. Littleton up and out of the zone. Liam McDonald steps up, and that's going to be a good defensive play. Littleton tried to cut with a toe drag to the middle, lost the handle. And I don't know what the call is here.
Well, you got Woody getting after the Littleton player a little bit, and a little retaliation right back at him. I believe the ref blew the whistle, so that would indicate penalties are coming.
Yeah,
and probably offsetting one, sending them both to the box. I would anticipate. We'll see what the ref has to call.
I don't know if you saw that. It was a 2-on-2 developing. The Regis D kind of collapsed in front of the net, and he tried to toe drag right into the slot, lost it, went into the corner, and there was a collision.
As expected, we got 2 guys going in the box, so that'll neutralize the penalties. We got 11:44 on a run clock in the third period. An update for you, Will. Sounds like Parker has got a wrist injury. but nothing too serious at this point in time. Probably more precautionary, keeping him out of the lineup. No sense in risking an injury to the kid again, but hopefully just a precautionary step by the coach. Say take a rest, get you back in action for the next game.
Hopefully it's just a slight sprain and he'll be back next week. Good shot block by Pete Armitage, and that's going to create a rush up the ice. Pete takes that wide, gets it deep. Kellen Skellerud on the forecheck goes down, and Littleton is able to come up and out with it. Puck goes deep into the corner. Trent Schaefer gets his stick on it, but a rebound in front and a nice block by the defenseman. Teddy Armitage tries to gain the red line and get that deep, and he does. Nolan Williams behind the net. Littleton reverses the play. Teddy Armitage gets his stick on that puck, and they keep it in finally high and up. And Trent Schaefer gets a good angle on the guy for a bad shot. Ryan Miller makes a save. So Trent did a nice job staying at home there. That was another high chip play. Created a one-on-one, and Trent didn't bite on it.
And that is Miller's 25th save of the game.
A lot of shots here. 10-12 left in the game, third period. 4-0 Littleton. Face-off win by Littleton goes quickly D to D. He just fires that to the net, but it's deflected wide. Littleton comes up with it behind the net. Looking high to the wide D again. Quick shot wide of the net. Cycles up in a battle on the boards. Drew Lorenzo ties the man up. Patterson.
Just going to finish the game on the sideboards.
Yeah, yeah. Ref will let that play out. Finally hands off to Matthew Carter. Tries to get that to Camden. He does. Camden gets that puck up and out through the neutral zone, and Littleton tries to get that deep off the shin pad of a player. Matthew Carter picks that up. Back to Chase Patterson, excuse me. Littleton player down low tries a backhand pass, but Patterson sniffs that out. Nice save by Miller to put that on the wall. And Camden hands that off. Nifty move to get that up and out. And Ihaya and Lorenzo are going to change. Littleton tried that stretch pass again. Liam saw it all the way.
And if he had picked that off, it would have been an odd man rush. A great opportunity for Liam going into the offensive zone there.
Tried to get it with his skate.
Just missed it.
Nice move by Ash to gain the zone. He's coming strong and driving the net, but gets pushed wide.
Great job protecting the puck by Ash there, coming around the right side.
Yeah, really nice. Again, Littleton up and out, but Liam McDonald intercepts that. He gets slew-footed at the blue line. No call. Harry Sorensen out on the ice now on the left wing. And that puck just comes up and out.
We had 4 Raiders there. It's kind of who's got it.
Yeah.
Somebody call it.
Ian McDonald down behind the net to Edison Barnes up on the wall. Edison tries to kick that up, and it's up and out. Raiders going for a line change here. Kellen Skellerud blocks the puck, tries to make a nice move. It's down in his feet. Littleton gets to it first.
It's going to be offside, yep.
Kellen found himself in the right place right there.
The matching minors are over, so Woody's back on the ice, as is the Littleton player. 7:26 left in the third period.
Got Williams, Skellerud, and Pete out there. Jake Crowell on D with Trent Schaefer.
Woody gets some knuckles. Little high five there from Coach for the effort he put in before that matching minor. Love the spirit, love the fight.
Teddy Armitage hands it back to Trent Schaefer. Trent Schaefer loses the puck in the corner, but Kellen's back to pick it up. Littleton player cycles it back down to his teammate. And Kellen staying man-u net nicely. Hands to Teddy Armitage behind the net. Teddy's got a player. He gets it up to Pete.
The winger. Here we go.
Pete over to Williams. Williams is going to take that wide and try and fire a shot off the shin pads of the Littleton player, but he finds it. Reverses the breakout. And Pete finds himself in the neutral zone with his stick on the puck again. Littleton comes up with it. Comes wide into the zone with a player in front. Nice quick shot. I don't think Ryan can find where that is, so.
Does everything just back.
Yeah.
Sits down on it, covers it up.
So Littleton there were a couple loose pucks. Tried to go cross ice in front.
And Trent Schaefer is going to get, I think it's going to be a 2-minute minor for slashing. It is.
Yeah, so that zone time down in the corner will wear you out eventually. And Trent, I think, with that loose puck in front, got his stick up on the player with 5:36 left.
So he got 4 minutes. I think he got 2 minors for slashing. He took a two-hander at him 2 times, and he got called for both of them. Very rarely you see a ref actually call both of them. Egregious enough that he said, you got to go spend 4 minutes in the box. So
Camden Lai with a nice PK forecheck. He's going to come hard, and that's an icing.
So we'll spend 4 minutes of the last 5 shorthanded here. Shots on goal 32-10. Score is 4-0 for Littleton.
So Lai in Ihaya, a couple of the quick feed energy guys on the penalty kill. Littleton wins that face off, hands it off to the high D. Oh.
Nope, called it no high stick there.
No high stick. Littleton player, that puck went about 6 feet in the air. He waited till it dropped to about 4 feet, but tapped it down right in the slot. And Miller was able to glove that. Terry's going to change the forwards here. Looks like we got Eli Ash taking the draw. Littleton wins it, but Barnes gets his stick on that, gains the zone, but Littleton comes up with it. They're going to hand it through the neutral zone. Gain control. Drake Woody battling in the corner. And Barnes, Littleton player, goes down but gets back up and maintains control. He's going to scissor with his partner in the corner. Finally, Drake Woody meets behind the net, but Littleton able to send that wide. Cross ice pass is intercepted by Ash. He's going to gain the red line and dump that.
Good job getting a stick in the lane there by Ash.
Drake Woody all the way behind the net on the forecheck.
That's a foreign place for Woody.
Yep.
And oftentimes you see a
nifty move.
Gorgeous goal, yeah.
Man, backhand toe drag to his backhand again in the top corner. No goalie's going to stop that one.
And that was right around the 2-minute mark. So tough call here to say, where are we clearing the box?
Well, for all you folks at home, that replay tells the story. Those are some hands by the forward. Really nice. Goalie had no chance on that.
And that'll put them up 5-0, 2:55 to go. That will clear the second penalty. So time had just eclipsed on that first penalty.
So an even
Back
strength.
to even strength, yep.
Even strength. So Littleton showing nice patience still, going D to D, gets the red line, gets that puck deep. Matthew Carter back to pick that up. Littleton player with speed. Cycles that down low again. Centering pass. Nice D by Teddy to break up that chance. Littleton player at the blue line makes a nifty move. High off the glass. Littleton player tries the Michigan. But Matthew Carter stops that chance, and there's a scrum behind the net.
Yeah, Matthew Carter got an elbow to the back. I don't know if that's what the call is going to be. I didn't see the ref raise his hand, but I think they're both going to go to the box.
Teddy, that's Armitage actually.
Yep. So it's roughing. It was pretty sure it was Carter that was the one that got elbowed. So I don't know if Teddy came in behind him and ended up taking a roughing call there.
Yeah, Littleton player was able to collect that puck, had it up on his blade at his waist, and I believe it was Matthew Carter that got his stick on it.
Maybe a tactical move by Coach Ott here, having a minute and 22-second conversation with the refs with a minute 22 left in the game as the run clock goes.
Yeah, Regis is tired. He's got some fresh legs out there. Harry Sorensen and Drew Lorenzo taking the draw. Trent Schaefer on D. And I believe Drake Woody able to get that up over the zone. Another stretch pass right to the middle. Trent takes him down. That's going to be a call. Unfortunate.
I don't think it's going to have any material impact on the game. There's 45 seconds to go. I think by the time they get the man to the box and drop the puck, we'll see the end of this particular contest. We'll be down 5-3 maybe for a few seconds at best.
Yep, time winding down, 30 seconds.
I think we only got 2 guys on the ice. We need a third.
Coach Ott taking his time getting his players out.
It's 5-on-2 right now.
20 seconds. Take your liberties as a coach. Down 4-0. Time down to 15 seconds. Littleton wins the draw, goes cross ice. Quick shot, deflected into the corner. 4 seconds left. Littleton tries to put a nice and sneaky one cross ice, but no damage.
All right, so final score 5-0 in favor of Littleton. 36-10 were the shots on goal. And again, Will, I'll say it once again, absolutely nothing to hang your head over with this particular contest. And you got these guys that are as young. I don't know, do we have 14-year-olds on the team? I think we might have a couple of those, but with a 4-year difference between some of the age groups and lots of time to work out the kinks as far as competing at this level.
That's right, and you saw Littleton's confidence build throughout the game. They started moving the puck around, showing patience, and Regis just kept in position, kept battling hard through the end of the game.
And
so
listen, no one ever likes to lose. You're not going to go home and be celebrating a loss. But at the end of the day, a good showing by our Raiders program. 4 solid games. I love the games that we played against Wyoming. We lost them. That the contest was spectacular. And there is Parker, I think, in the middle of the lineup making some handshakes there as well. No, that's going to be Osgood.
Got a little tape on his wrist there, but nevertheless going through the handshake line. Like to see that.
Yeah, there you see him. So a big thank you to Michelle and Scott Brenner for sponsoring the game. And our featured player was Parker.
And he will finish the game in the handshake line with his equipment on. That's good to see.
Yep.
Little tape on the wrist, but hopefully not too bad. So good effort by Littleton. Great effort by Regis. And a good game to end the weekend.
So we don't have the schedule for the regular season yet. I anticipate we'll get it in a few days. Good chance that we'll be back in action next weekend, and if not next weekend, the following. We'll be back on the air. Look forward to it. Well, thank you for the play-by-play this weekend.
Good to see you, Alan. Thanks to Shaw Hockey Productions, and that's a wrap.